So I'm a little late. I wanted to make a video last night, but it just wasn't able to happen. When I record, I like to have the house empty, and unfortunately that wasn't the case. But I just really wanted to make a pretty quick video. Nothing super in depth, and just say that I'm a 49er fan of 30 years, and yesterday was a very joyous occasion for me, watching us reach another Super Bowl. Let's see, we've reached, this is the seventh in my lifetime, I think. And I'm just as happy as I was when we went back in 1995 when I was in high school. And I thought, with age, maturity, you would not be so giddy and excited like a little schoolgirl. But nope, I was just as excited yesterday. What a great year. A year that none of us Niners fans, truthfully, if we're honest with ourselves, thought we would have. A lot of us would have been happy with a 500 record this year. I mean, I wouldn't have personally, but, that was what they were predicting. And to have a team that is now in the Super Bowl with a chance to win the 6th Lombardi for the 49ers is just huge. And I don't know, man. I don't know if you guys were as nervous as I was before the game last night. I had a hard time sleeping Sunday or Saturday night into Sunday. I tried my best, but I was up by like 7 o'clock, and the game was at 6:30 at night. So, yeah, I was pretty wired. Didn't want to eat much during the game or drink anything. I was just completely fixated on the TV. So it was a great day. The 49ers are once again going back to the Super Bowl. Once again, already being disrespected. The media is going to give all their attention to Casey, the great Kansas City Chiefs. We've had the disrespect all year. We know it. It's par for the course. All year we've been doubted, and, teams have, analysts have picked against us. So I don't think that's going to change. What a game by Raheem Mostert yesterday. The 49ers just, they pick different ways to win games, but the last two games, it's been on the ground. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo attempted 8 passes yesterday. And, again, something to criticize, right? But, I mean, look at the stats for Raheem. 29 carries, 220 yards, 7.6 yards a carry, 4 touchdowns, and he had a couple of receptions as well. Just amazing. This guy has played for 7 different teams in his career. He's been cut, so many different times. And if I'm happy for anyone more than like the Shermans, the rookies, and, the coach, I'm happy for a guy like that. A guy who's unassuming, doesn't talk. He just goes out and performs. And he's a team guy, and he showed it yesterday. What an amazing performance. He single-handedly won us the game. The defense had its plays and whatever, but that man is amazing. I really hope and pray that we can find a way to beat Kansas City, and that, he is an integral part of it. It's the guys like that you're happy for, The big stars are one thing, but it's the guys that are the feel-good stories, the ones that have had to fight through everything, and to see him perform like he did yesterday, I was just so happy for him. As far as what's going on with Kansas City, I'll probably make a video a little later in the week, but this was just me just being completely just beside myself yesterday watching the game. Kansas City is definitely a formidable opponent, probably going to be the Niners' hardest game of the year. I would say if we were going to try to compare a game with this game, what it might be, think of the New Orleans game. I just have a feeling this game's going to go blow for blow, and it's really going to come down to if the Niners can match Kansas City. I love my team. I am the most honest fan. I am the most, truthful when it comes to, if people ask me questions about my team. This Kansas City team is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, I've never seen a team. They are like the NFL's version of the Golden State Warriors. They play fast break football. I mean, it's just constant big plays after big plays, gouging plays. The only way I see the Niners being able to beat them is if they can play ball control, keep it away, do a lot what they did yesterday. The thing is, when you play Kansas City throws the ball and scores so much that sometimes it makes you get away from your run game. So the way I look at it as is the Niners really honestly just have to play keep away football the whole game. Getting into a shootout with a team like that, I don't see it as a smart way to go. Not saying that we can't keep up. I'm not saying that Jimmy Garoppolo can't go throw for throw, but that's just not how we're built. Do we have the pieces to do it? Absolutely. But we can't get away from how we play to match them. We have to play our style of football. We have to dictate the means of the game and how the game's going to be played, because if we let them dictate it, it's going to be fast break football, and we're not built the same. So the way I look at it is a lot of running, a lot of clock eating. Put them in position to where look, Kansas City doesn't like to run the football. They just don't like to run. This team is a pass-happy team all game, every game. Nothing changes. So the way I look at it is the Niners are going to have a real chance if that pass rush gets home to cause a lot of havoc. But they got to get home. I see him as an elusive quarterback, Mahomes, but I don't see him as like a Russell Wilson type who can just, kill you on the outside and just scramble all day. Not even a Lamar Jackson. He's quite slow, actually. He's just very elusive in the pocket. So it's going to be quite a nerve-wracking game for me to watch. I'm not going to lie. I've actually been thinking about it since the game ended yesterday of like how formidable of an opponent KC is. Niners are going to have to bring their best game to beat them. And I think they are capable of doing it. I don't have a prediction right now. Of course, I'm going to pick the 49ers. Why wouldn't I? The media is already slobbing all over Kansas City, as I know they would. I was interacting with someone on Twitter who I follow who's a big Niners guy. And I told him, I said, that's all they're going to talk about. The Niners aren't going to get any love. They'll give us a little love. They'll say, like, oh, we can run the ball. But then they're going to crap all over Jimmy because Jimmy has only thrown the ball a little over almost 30 times in 2 games. And, of course, if you don't put up gaudy stats and throw for 400 yards, then you're not a good quarterback. The fact is we didn't need to run the ball. We don't have to run the ball. If you're getting 10 yards a pop and you're scoring on the ground, why throw it? There's no reason to throw it. And if they get into the same type of game in the Super Bowl, I don't care. To me, it's the victory is all that matters. The win, that's all that matters. Running takes time off the clock. It gives the defense a rest. That's our formula. That's how we play. And if we are able to play that game on Super Bowl Sunday, we're going to come out victorious. So, but I'll probably make another video before the game, 1 or 2 videos maybe before the game's 2-week gap. And I'll probably share my thoughts about what kind of outcome and what kind of game and things to look for the closer we get till kickoff. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Everybody have a great day. For all of you who have subbed and who comment and interact, thanks so much. And I'll talk to you guys again later. See ya.